What is going on, YouTube family? I wanted to cover a few stocks that I am targeting currently, and I mean finger on the trigger, ready to pull. I looked through all their reports, financials, and even their Instagram feeds, and I wanted to share all that information with you guys today. We have growth stocks, we have dividend stocks, we have some speculative stocks, and maybe even some controversy on one or two of my picks. So let's get started right now. Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we will cover 5 stocks I'm currently targeting and why I chose each. And my last one or two will be a bit controversial and create some debate, but isn't that what the internet's for? So let's see if we can hit 1,000 likes within 24 hours of releasing this video.
But now you're just copying other YouTubers. You suck.
Yes, I know other YouTubers are doing it, and that's where I got the idea from. But so what? I let you guys copy off my paper all the time. So why can't I do it occasionally too? Plus, we could possibly see a Kanye-Elon presidential ticket this year. I broke that news on Instagram a while ago if you haven't already heard it, so follow me there if you want all the latest Elon and Tesla gossip. Anyways, let's just have fun and get to the 1,000 likes. So stock number 1 I'm targeting, not my number 1 pick like in the draft or anything like that. These are actually in reverse order from what I actually am least likely to buy to most likely to buy. So just the first stock we're going to look at today, and that would be Beyond Meat, or ticker symbol BYND. Now just for reference, I look at a few things when evaluating companies to buy. Strong balance sheets, like enough cash to operate in a downturn, low debt compared to others in the industry, the ability to raise capital if needed, industry leaders, and products that we currently cannot live without either now or in the future. So I just did a video on Beyond Meat a week or two ago. I'll link that at the end so you don't have to hunt for it. It'll just pop up right there on the screen for you. Looking at the stock, I like the balance sheet, but it is a speculative stock for now, so don't let that cash position fool you at all. All that cash is from the IPO. But they're using that cash to rapidly expand, especially in China. And they carry virtually no debt, so they can tap into that market if needed. But for now, this is the only publicly traded pure play in the plant-based meat space. The latest partnership with Alibaba seems to have put a damper on the downward trend it was heading towards after losing out on the Starbucks partnership to its rival Impossible Foods and the McDonald's deal ending. My original price target was under $100 for this stock, but I may add a few shares anyway on a dip based on the partnership with Alibaba. Again, it's a speculative play, I may lose it all. But that's part of the game with these type stocks. So the number 2 stock I'm targeting, that would be Square, ticker symbol SQ. I'll link the video I did about them with the in-depth analysis at the end of this video, and it will just pop up on the screen too. But I have loved this company from the start, but I think it's just run up too high, too quick for my taste. And I do believe at $113 per share, it is frothy. I see them having a poor second quarter earnings call with all the shutdown and all that good stuff. Now, it's not their fault at all, but I don't think they can pull a Tesla out of this bag and meet expectations. Their core business was hit hard, unlike the average Tesla buyer who just was not hit as hard during this downturn. So if that happens, the stock should come back down to earth a little bit, and I will add right there. And like almost all speculative plays, if there is a downturn or a significant correction, they will be hammered, just like every other speculative stock. So that right there would be a second entry point for me. If neither happened, then I missed it, and I will have to pay a premium to play. But I truly believe this could be a $300 stock in 3 years. So is paying $150 per share per se really a premium at that price? It's one of the benefits of buying with the future in mind. What seems to be a premium now is a bargain in comparison to the future price. So stock number 3 that I'm targeting would be Hyliion, ticker symbol SHLL for now. Look, once again, I covered this in a previous video I did on them, and I will link that at the end just like I'm linking all the rest of them. And it created a ton of debate in the comments. But in my opinion, this is the first company to have truly put something out there that stands out and separates them from the pack, including Tesla. Now slow down, hear me out before you run to the comments and start blasting me. Hang on. Unlike Nikola, who I do not like, Hyliion is actually using a game-changing technology in the field. It's not just hope and hype, it's actually out there being used. Now my Tesla fans got all kinds of riled up in the comments because Hyliion may have, one-up Tesla a bit with this. Now no, I don't think they will beat Tesla long-term at all. But anyone who understands corporate finance at all knows that retrofitting trucks to lower operating cost is far more cost-effective than buying a whole new fleet of vehicles. So you can choose to replace your fleet with Tesla semis as your old fleet vehicles age out, both in terms of usefulness and from a depreciation standpoint. But you cannot go out and just immediately replace your entire fleet with Teslas for those same reasons. The accounting hit would be massive in a negative way. But if I can cover the operating cost of converting to a Hyliion solution, take another deduction, and still get the benefits of the other accounting tricks allowed on the current vehicles that you have, and the math becomes basically a no-brainer at that point in time. Remember, corporations care about dollars, not the love of the environment or the love of EV technology. So in my opinion, if I can see $60+ per share from Nikola from nothing but hype, I think it's possible to see something similar as the acquisition day nears and we will see the hype train start for Hyliion. It's purely a speculative play, don't get me wrong, but I think they have an advantage that as of now cannot be matched, and they may have a good run for a year or two coming. Add in the dip in the price we saw last week, and I may start adding some shares as early as this week. When I decide to pull the trigger on any trade, I post them immediately, real time on Patreon. So check me out there and download the wealth tracker that I use personally, so that way you can track your investments and your wealth. So stock number 4 I'm targeting, that would be NAT, or Nordic Atlantic Tanker. The Robin Hood darling that is now old news, kind of like Hertz. But while everyone is chasing 10x in their money in a day, which is not going to last that long and those people are going to get destroyed eventually, I'm busy evaluating my long-term wealth building plan and adding stocks that I love. And I love NAT. I love their balance sheet. They have tons of cash, low debt compared to competitors in the industry, and I absolutely love their crazy man CEO. Seriously, watch this guy's interviews and tell me you don't want to go out and have a drink with him or at least work with him. He is great. And he just started buying shares of his own company. Is he signaling something bigger is coming? Maybe have better than expected earnings? I don't know. But most have been selling off shares of this company for the past month. But remember Warren Buffett's old quote? Be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy. And you know what? I'll take that one step further. Buy based on your plan, goals, and strategy. I'm not buying this stock for appreciation. That is just a bonus if I get any at all. I am buying for the dividend, plain and simple, because that is part of my much larger wealth building plan. I have been in growth mode for over 2 decades, but I see the next phase of my life coming quick, and I want cash flow, not just from my real estate that I own, but also from the stocks that I own. So thankfully, my biggest position, which is Apple, started paying out a dividend, so it's, kind of matured with me over the years. But NAT's forward dividend is expected to pay out over 14%. Look at this, guys, it's ridiculous. So I will continue to add shares as it moves, even if that movement is down, as it fits perfectly with my long-term plan. And if you're wondering how the heck to do that, I'll teach you how to make and create a plan just like mine in my course that is currently being tested as we speak. I'll announce that here and on Instagram, so make sure you follow me there too. Maybe you'll be able to find out who my dream girl is if you follow me. So the final stock I'm targeting, and if you follow my channel for any length of time, and shame on you if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, you know I love my stocks frothy and controversial. So obviously the number 4 stock would be Tesla, the ultimate frothy stock. Come on. I'm always looking to add shares of Tesla. Now I cannot wait to see the comments from the people who actually don't watch my videos, but will say something like,
Of course you're buying. You were the idiot that sold at $900 and now you're jumping on the bandwagon. You're dumb. You hate Tesla. I drink bottled Elon sweat. I bet you don't because you're stupid.
Well, Mr. Commenter, I have not sold any shares of Tesla at all, and I'm not going to sell any in the foreseeable future. I love Tesla and Tesla stock and Elon, but I'm not drinking anyone's sweat. Not even my dream girl. That's just gross. So why am I looking to add more shares of Tesla? I mean, I have the exact position I want, right? Yes, I do. And if I'm unable to add any more shares, that's a-okay with me because I have what I want. But I wouldn't mind increasing my position if an opportunity presents itself. The biggest reason why I want to add a few more shares is that Tesla has proven that they can perform in the craziest of situations. There was no reason for them to deliver as many vehicles as they did in the second quarter. Yes, it looks like they sacrificed some quality, but overall they crushed it and should turn a profit or break even at a minimum, triggering inclusion in the S&P 500 and a few other things like that. Do I think if a huge downturn happens that Tesla would stay over $1,000 per share? Probably not. We already saw this show in March, we saw what happened. But that's just an opportunity to buy more shares. And if that does happen, I will be adding a lot more shares. But I'm not going to wait for that. So I will be looking for an entry point to pick up a handful of shares, like when Elon tweets something ridiculous or they hit the inevitable bumps in the road. So consider joining my Patreon if you want to see those trades in real time and to get direct access to me, which you cannot do anywhere else. And show your support for the channel by liking this video. I think it's going to be a crazy next few weeks, so make sure you're subscribed, which you can do right there, and follow me on Instagram if you want to see me screw that up as well. And here are the videos I promised about Beyond Meat and Square and Hyliion. Thanks.